right, it is time for new rotors. Look at how bad these are. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Don't think there's much of a pad on there either. The new ones we got, those are hot. But they're black. Those are sexy. They look a lot better than what's on there.
Storage grease off the home. That's what we're doing.
So new rotors and new brake pads. They made them about a season through the Dragon. Alright, so basically the only difference that we're doing is we had to take the calipers completely off. This is the only, you guys have seen us change brake pads, so go back and watch our video on how to change the brake pads on a 2011 Ford Fiesta. But we're changing the rotors as well, and the only really difference is we had to take the calipers completely off because that's partially what holds these things in. And if you can see this, I don't know if you guys can see this. You see that lip right there? See that? Yeah, that's not supposed to be there. That lip should not be there. So we'll also show you on the other side. We also had to reset the pistons in that because they came all the way out. They come out as the brake pad wears. And so these were pretty worn. We'll go ahead and show you. Yeah, I know. Don't at me. I don't want to hear it. I'm aware.
It's 2 Dragon.
That's, yeah, 2 Dragon runs. Dear Jesus. Yeah. That's sad. Only 2 because the Jetta did 1 of them. But anyway, perfectly aware of how bad these brakes are. But when they wear down like that, that piston that's on the inside works its way forward as they age, right? So there's no way that we're getting a new brake pad that's this thick in a space that's, you know, this thick. So you have to reset the piston that's on the inside of that, meaning you got to push it all the way back in there so that you can actually fit the new brake pad in there. And of course, there's a little specialty instrument, which we'll show you. We actually had to go get a metal one this time to show you basically how to reset that. So that's kind of where we are right now. Technically, I could pull this off, but I'm not gonna because I'm gonna wait for the Prince. He is cleaning off the brake pad brackets because they didn't send us any new ones in the box. Pretty sure they were supposed to. But they didn't. So here's the new brakes for reference. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's that groove. She was still stopping. Shut up. She was making some noise, though. I knew something was wrong. Because I heard, oh no, those are the brackets. They're on them already. What the hell was I thinking? There they are right there. I'm stupid. Ain't that what you need?
What?
Is that it? The bracket?
Black thing?
Yeah.
No, that's just a dip. That's just a...
Oh, is that not the bracket?
No, the brackets go on the end.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what you're cleaning. Anyway, all right. Again, don't at me, but these are my new brakes. They're gorgeous. I'm pretty sure... What's different about these?
Nothing's different. Those are a replacement of the exact same ones.
Okay.
They're semi-metallic, though, so they're better, higher.
All right, so but the last ones were too, right? Yeah. All right, so these are an exact replacement of what we already had on here. They're semi-metallic.
EBC yellow.
EBC yellows. It doesn't look yellow back here anymore. I don't know why it's so black. Well, it looks kind of eaten away back here. I mean, I guess. Anyway, so that's where we are right now in the process. He's doing his thing. We've already reset the piston on this one. We'll go over and do it on the one on the other side. When we get done, we do one side at a time because that's the proper way. Look, I'm doing the Jessie finger. Y'all like it? Y'all like it? Eldest Builds, we're doing the whole Jessie thing. There you go, Jessie. We'll see whether or not he comes and comments. Comment, Jessie, would you? I mean, I think I got the finger thing down pretty good. You let me know. All right. It quite literally slid off. Now he's going to take the new rotor that's over there and he's going to slide it on right there. And that's how hard that was. Oh, well.
Grab me the anti-seize up there, please.
This stuff that you use a whole lot of. Jesse says you still use too much.
That wasn't Jesse, that was Dan.
Oh, okay.
No, he was talking on spark plugs.
Oh, okay. Now, why are you putting that there?
Because that way, whenever we have to change the rotors again, they're not rusted onto the...
Okay. That's more than a little, boys and girls. You got a rag right there.
That's what I'm looking for. See, pros have a spray thing. They go.
Okay.
I don't have that.
And it slides right on. Take two. Look how pretty those are. So that's as hard as that was. That was it. That's it. The rest of it is basically putting the brakes back together. If you can remember how to do it. I mean, I wasn't going to say anything.
Could also be like that. No, okay.
No, I don't think this shape is right. There was a screw back there. That's what he was trying to get on. Bolt, screw, same thing.
I got to take that.
Anyway, and then there's one down there that he's feeling around trying to find all the holes. And looky there, they all line up. Isn't it a beautiful thing? It's a beautiful thing. All right, we'll show you the rest when we get over to the other side, because again, this is the only part that's different, is that we had to remove this part that you don't normally remove when you're changing the brake pads, right?
Yeah, you just...
Okay, we don't normally, yeah, you just lift it up and leave it there. You don't normally take it all the way off, but we had to because we were changing those rotors. So, this is where it all just gets, you know, you've seen it. So we'll come back when we do the other side.
Okay, that's there. You have to give them torque specs.
No, because we ain't there yet.
Oh, you're gonna do the other side. Why are you
We're gonna
doing the other side?
Well, because we have to film the other side of you showing how to push the pistons in, because you've already done it. Now, if you want to tell me what the torque specs are, you can. So, what's the torque spec for that back one?
50 on the bracket and 20 on the calipers there.
Okay, 50 on the bracket and 20 on the calipers. Remember that. I'll try to put that up there in numbers for you too, and we'll leave it up there a little bit longer. All right, we'll come back when we do the other side and we show you how to push in the pistons, because that is the only thing different from the other video on how we already showed you how to change the brakes on a 2011 Ford Focus SES. Not that that matters, but it might. Okay, we'll be back. All right, so we're back. This little bolt right here.
It's not a bolt, it's a bleed screw.
Whatever. It's a bleed screw. Last time I called it a screw, you said it was a bolt. In any event, this little sucker right here, I have been advised that if you loosen that, it may release the pressure so that when you're going to set the pistons, it doesn't make it as difficult as it was yesterday. So let me show you this little contraption once he gets where he's going. All right. So this little contraption, if you don't know what it is, it's got a big long thing on it. It's got a metal plate here on the back. It's got a little flat head in the inside of it. I'll show you when it comes out. You twist this, and that's what resets this thing right there.
The piston.
Which, well, for most people that don't know that that's the piston, that silver thing that you see, that ring, see that? It's not real silver because it's dirty right now, but that needs to get set all the way back in. See how it's pushing in? Hopefully you guys can see that. Here, how about if I hold that? Don't feel like that's moving.
Yeah, that's moving.
It went in a lot easier yesterday.
No, it's
But in any event, that thing right there needs to go away. So when we get it set, and it's got a seat all the way in, or we won't have enough room for the brakes. So you got to just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. We'll come back in a minute. All right, let me kind of show you where we're at. See, it's almost in there. See, it's almost gone away. That's what we need. But we needed to go all the way. And how do we know this? Because we did this last night. So we know that thing's got to be basically flush. And it's close.
basically go until you get, till the piston seats.
And it looks like it's almost there.
There it is.
Okay, so you see how that's now sunk back in there? That was sticking out. Now it's completely flush.
And you can also see, if you see brake fluid coming out around the seal here, you know that the seal's broken.
Okay, which,
Okay.
thank God we don't.
Close the bleed screw.
All right.
You got to close it before you start.
All right, so he's closing the bleed screw. Please don't forget to do that. Did it make much of a difference?
Made a huge difference.
Okay, well, there you go. Now you know. Now, I'll wait until he unscrews this and show you what this little contraption looks like. But the metal plate kind of looks like a brake pad. It just looks like this long medieval contraption. All right, see? And then you got this thing on the end, which is what pushes on the piston and pushes it back in. This is what gives resistance so that you've got something to push. And it goes on the inside, not the outside, and not there. Right there. That's how that works. So, that's the thing that I don't think we showed the last time we did brakes. Or if we did, well, you got it again. But that's how you seat the pistons, which is something that has to be done. Otherwise, that won't actually fit on over the rotor. The caliper won't fit back on, so it's kind of necessary. All right, so literally we're just going to put the other rotor on, which is sliding it on. You saw me do that last night. Not much to it. Yes, he did. And he sees all of that. There we go. And supposedly that has to go on first. I thought the rotor went on first.
Oh, I see. I didn't put the rotor on. You gotta clean the rotor.
That's what I'm here for. We'll be back in a minute. All right, last part. Everything's back on. Thing worked out nice. We're getting put the wheel back on.